you don't know where to begin, better ask Win.
Winston, very good to see you. I have a question. Do you still need life insurance if you're retired? I think a lot of people think they don't, and their hesitation makes sense. You're no longer working. The kids are probably grown and out of the house. You just don't have the same financial responsibilities that you did when you were younger. But what do you think? Do you need life insurance when you're retired?
Well, absolutely. The thing is this, the paradigm shifts. Everything that you said about needing life insurance when the kids were younger is true. Okay.
Mhm.
But that's what I mean by the paradigm shift. Now you've created wealth. All right. You were struggling to build wealth. You were trying to protect the children's best interest if you died when you were in your earning years. But now you've made it to retirement. You've got all of these assets. And we actually sell the biggest life insurance policies to the 60-year and 70-year-old crowd
Hmm.
against all common belief.
Hmm. And now we wanted to talk about some reasons why you should consider it. Chief among them, creating a legacy. I mean, life insurance policies were certainly designed for this reason, creating a lasting financial legacy that gets passed on tax-free.
Right. Well, the biggest legacy and the biggest challenge right now is the ratification of the Secure Act, setting every community up for retirement enhancement. The problem with the Secure Act is if you have a non-spousal beneficiary, meaning your children listed as your benefactor, they are now under the auspices of having to disperse 100% of those funds within 10 years of the date of death. That sounds okay, 10 years. Well, when you understand what it used to be a stretch IRA could be deferred indefinitely. That's a big tax increase, and that really compresses the amount of time that people have to pay those taxes. And life insurance is a wonderful solution to that problem.
Right. And of course, we're talking retirement. We have to talk about healthcare. We have to talk about long-term care.
Yes,
Seven
ma'am.
out of 10 people will need long-term care at some point. And when we look at the cost of long-term care, Winston, I know these numbers don't surprise you, but they just boggle the mind. In your
Yeah.
area right now, this is projected 10 years out, ranging anywhere from about $6,000 a month to $11,000 a month. I mean, that is incredibly expensive.
It's very expensive. That Genworth site is gold, and
Yeah.
it speaks to the truth. The biggest underserved market in financial planning is long-term care planning. The brokers out there on the financial side of the world, they don't talk about it. They always talk about investing and investing. But here's the problem. I tell everybody that has a retirement account that you do have a long-term care plan, your IRA. And the problem with using that money late in life when you are forced to use it is that it causes increased taxes on your Social Security and IRMA issues on your Medicare premiums. Okay. You have to be tax efficient, and life insurance provides the tax-free money when people need it most, not only for death, but for the potential costs of long-term care. I'm living it right now, as you well know, with my mother. She's 89 years old in memory care. The cost went from $3,500 a month for independent living, listen to this, to $8,500 a month to go into memory care. She skipped assisted living.
Wow.
It's ferocious, and we're having a tough time meeting those expenses.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, for the record, my dad, old school, would not listen to his son. He would not buy long-term care. That's why we have this problem.
Hmm. Well, we always think it's not going to happen to us, but I mean, like we said, 7 out of 10 people are going to need long-term care. So you just got to play the odds, right?
Right. You play the odds. And, every day when I go over to visit my mother and she's in this facility with 7 or 8 other people around her that are all in memory care, the amount of money that is going out and the strain on these families, I can't tell you enough how much it impacts people's lives. All right.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it is not one of the two guarantees in life, which we know to be death and taxes, but it's certainly something that needs to be planned for. And I encourage you to actually use the money that could be the problem, the IRAs, the 401ks, to create the solution.
Hmm. Right. So, Winston, if somebody has any questions about, trying to determine if life insurance is right for them or finding out some long-term care solutions, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, you can always reach out to our office at 602-456-1928. I see you at the website up there, or visit us online at winstonandcompanies.com, winstonandcompanies.com.
All right, Winston, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Got a plan for your retirement, 'cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.